Is this better? Is this better? Yeah, alright. Is this better? Yeah, now let's try this over again. Profit. See, I really like Profit due to I mean, sometimes I feel like he can be a little underrated, but he's actually a really good guy to play as when you're playing this game. I mean, like, well, he doesn't exactly give you everything when it comes around the corner, maybe like Recon or anybody else. But what he does give you is, like, you can, like, right before you're about to turn a corner, you throw a Seeker and he'll shock the enemy just right around the corner, kill them. Their teammate's gonna come to help them out, obviously. And then you're gonna freaking shoot them and their teammate, and then it's just gonna be a bloodfest, except for you're not getting killed. You're the one killing them. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh, by the way, for those okay. It's a little annoying. Anyway, but for those who are watching the stream, if you're watching it right now live, good for you. This is Call of Duty Black Ops 4, as you might be able to tell from the title, how you searched it, how you found it, whatever. I've been playing this game for a lot these past couple of days. I actually pre-ordered it, and the weapon I'm using right now is the Divinity pistol. I made a paint. I used the paint shop to make a paint job on it, because I didn't have any camos to start out with. I was like, oh wow, this would look cool on it. But honestly, on game modes like hardcore team deathmatch, it's a OP weapon. Also, it's a variation of the stripe pistol. So, like, if you pre-ordered it, what you do is like you go to the stripe pistol, equip it, and then like you go back, hover back over it, press up on your D-pad, and then you'll find the Divinity pistol. But first, you have to make an account at CallOfDuty.com and like, you know, do the whole like redeem the code and everything. Once you redeem the code, everything's spankity doopity, and you have your weapon. And like it's just a weapon variant. It's nothing much more, but it does give you the challenge for the Divine Justice, which I'm working towards right now, and it's gonna look amazing. I've seen it in some places before. It looks amazing. So I'm gonna try to get that. Nice. Oh, so there's this whole supply stream thing where you have to rank up and you have to do other stuff, and you get tags, you get emotes. Let's do, come on, no. Yes. Also, I really like how Prophet's, little showcase here is nice and otherworldly. Like this, the lightning bolts contrast with him. And that's not a race joke, guys, by the way. It's just like how I feel. Oh man, I love Contraband. It's like it's so bright and like non-gritty, but yet gritty at the same time for a freaking Call of Duty map. Oh shoot. I guess I'll try Ruin again. I really don't like Ruin and Dork and freaking Nomad. Just due to the fact that like I can't really do anything with them because I have like a certain like strategy I play to, I guess you could say. I try to keep that strategy. I don't want to like do anything much different. So like if you're going up and against a match with me and you know how my strategy works, you're most likely gonna win. I mean, like the most that you can do with freaking Ruin, put on an equip charge, put on a strong gun, and just keep grappling around like freaking BO3. But that's not the point of Boots on Ground. The point of Boots on Ground is to limit your mobility, make it seem more realistic, and give you a certain sense of immersion into the world. I mean, I feel like with all these advanced movement system Call of Duties, you were missing out with what immersion Call of Duty can really bring to us. Does that mean like Advanced Warfare? It was alright. Black Ops 3, I mean, it's just in my opinion, but out of all the advanced movement games, Black Ops 3 was my favorite. You might say Advanced Warfare. If you're crazy enough, you might even say Infinite Warfare. But if you like, you gotta know what you're doing with that system. You gotta know what your plan is. I mean, of course you can just like sort of hop around, do whatever you freaking want, but like that's just a noob move. A noob move. Like, I honestly don't think you should be doing that if you're gonna play Call of Duty. I feel like you should be able to play it seriously and not play it like a freaking jerk. I mean, like, I may suck at the game sometimes, but at least I can suck it up and deal with it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna send this link to my good friend Dark, NSG Dark. Check him out. He's a good streamer on Twitch. I mean, like, he's a really good guy. He's actually like a non-toxic, and most of the time, like I know 100% of the time he's responded to my messages on Twitch. And yeah, he plays a lot of Roblox, but he used to do Call of Duty, and like if he ever wanted to get like if there was a possibility of like some sort of crossplay on a PS4 and Xbox One, and he got Black Ops 4, I'd be totally down for playing it with him. Yeah, I'm gonna freaking get this link. Alright, there we go. Ah, nice profits available. Alright, so now I just gotta... I like Hacienda as a map. Is it Hacienda? I think it's Hacienda. Oh, my Spanish class doesn't let me down. I mean, it'd sort of suck if I took up one of my elective blocks for Spanish class that I'm not even gonna learn, not even a single bit. Because in that case, I might as well just drop out of the class. Oh, whoa. that was surprising for me. Okay. Okay, Mr. Internal Arc. Let's talk about this. Okay, let's talk about this. Do we really need to resort to gun violence? Die. Oh shoot, who did I stun? Shocking, wasn't it? Oh man. I had every ability right there to not screw that up, but yeah, I screwed it up. Yeah, but I didn't see it go through here. I don't know. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Wonder what happens over here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, man. Today was an interesting day, to say the least. Okay, now. Scrolling through Instagram, be like, cancer. Dark Souls, the board game. As soon as you open up, you died. This is a red. My dad's a DJ. All we have to do is follow the damn train, CJ. Oh my gosh. If that ain't funny, I don't know what is. Oh, and also if you hear the mic just like do this sometimes, except for on a much lower scale, it's because sometimes I just fidget around. So I'm gonna lock my door. There you go, door's locked. Privacy has been retrieved. Let's go wreck some noobs. I mean, I wanted to say this real quick, like, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, it has to be good. Like, the whole legacy of Call of Duty and Black Ops and, like, the game as a whole, and the game series as a whole, relies on this game, because, like, World War II brought some fans back, but we needed something to secure the spot. And, I mean, like, I've seen stats, like, if Black Ops 4 is able to pull players away from PUBG with its blackout. Like, I know, Battle Royale, it's so overdone by now. Like, Fortnite just ruined it. Yeah, Fortnite ruined it, but you still gotta think, each game that does this Battle Royale, they have their own different spin. The spins might be similar because, yeah, it's a bunch of players on a map where they have to kill each other. That's what Battle Royale is, but it's what's inside of it that matters. And I mean, like, there's helicopters, there's ATVs, there's boats, there's trucks, and like a lot of this is in PUBG, sure, but it's Call of Duty. That may not be good reasoning to convince you yet, but you just gotta think. At least they tried. They had to try to get back their players somehow, and like they're getting new players every day. Of course, there's like this new generation being born in, and then like they see us as the older folk. They want to be cooler. They think all the older folk are cool, and then they play freaking Call of Duty. I mean, like, I feel like sometimes parents totally disregard the fact that Call of Duty isn't for young infants. Call of Duty is for people who are mature and aged enough, well, to understand that this game series is more than just a game where you shoot bad guys. It's something that people can come into a unity under, and come on equal terms. And sure, it seems like a toxic community, but out of all there's a bunch of toxic communities where, like, they're only described as toxic communities, but then if you're in them, you know that that's only like 1% of the community. There's so much more than just little autistic kids and like dudes cussing people out. I mean, like, there's good people that you can meet, and just like media, it totally disregards the whole fact that there's a good side to things. Like, due to, like, here's a little reminder for you. Due to like yellow paging and stuff, we need a exaggeration, or else what's gonna draw in the clicks and the views for the news? I mean, like, how are we gonna get attention drawn to ourselves? But not only do you draw attention to yourself, but you also make a hate for the people who don't need that hate. They're just trying to play a game. They're just trying to have fun. But then they get shit on because they're trying to play just a game that's been shit on. Because they're a fan of it. They're a fan of, like, how it's going. Just because, like, somebody in the community decided to say this or that. I mean, why do we over sensationalize one thing that somebody said in order to just totally just wreck a community? I mean, I feel like if you care anything about other people, and there's a lot of people who legitimately just don't care what other people think, and that's fine. But you gotta also take in consideration those people care about, those people who care about what others think. They care about what you think, and all you're doing is just being like the Grinch, stealing Christmas but never giving it back. I mean, you just can't keep ruining all these good things about life, or else you're just gonna, like, completely throw the world into chaos. I mean, you keep saying the world is on a brink of war and collapse, but it's always been like that. It's just being over sensationalized, and people are acting upon it too fast. And then we have all these like people who are like have an over exaggerated idea of what's actually going on, and so they go out there and say stuff, and then that stuff isn't true, but then they end up being so stubborn, and you have to think what would happen if this waited just a moment longer until it was, you know, the right time, until it was more noticeable. I mean, if you keep bringing attention to something for like continuous on, you're just gonna end up being obsolete eventually. I mean, you can do things that are crazy and draw like attention to you for like a fat amount of time, but that ain't gonna be a fat amount of time. That's for sure. Sure, you might be the next meme, you might be the next fad, you might create the next style, but just don't ruin other people's lives. I mean, somebody can be planning to live perfectly peacefully with you. Like, they'd be willing to cooperate with you. But then because of one small thing of what you think, you throw that down the drain. You throw that opportunity to have a new ally down the drain. It just makes you think, like, what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna, like, how do you feel about it? Like, are you gonna try to reason with them? Or if you try to reason with them, are they gonna try to throw you down into a ditch? I mean, these are things that we worry about every day, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. I mean, comment what you feel about this, but I'm just saying, this is how I feel. And, you know, having my own right, my own freedom of speech and all, I can say this. I just, like, you may not agree with me, but that's fine. You have your own freedom of your speech, I have my own freedom of my speech, but we can't just, like, disregard the fact that we all have the same freedoms, despite who we are. I mean, sure, when it started out, there were things that put oppression on this race and that. I mean, like, the Irish, they were totally oppressed at the beginning of a lot of countries. But over time, they gained a good amount of rights, like, including immigrants. But, like, I don't want to get into that whole political part of it. I'm just saying, don't ruin a community just because, like, one over-sensationalized thing. Just say, oh wow, this person's point of view is cool. I agree with them slightly. But, like, don't go out and, like, overly exaggerate it even more past the point where it needs to be. I'm sure what I'm saying might be a tad bit exaggerated, but I try to put it in truth the way I say it. I don't like lying. When I was a little kid, I lied way too much, and I got in trouble a lot, and I would, like a good disciplined kid, if I told a lie or I did something bad, depending on the severity of it, I would get spanked. Not sexually, not anything bad. I had to get the punishment that I deserved. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think down below. Why is everybody coming through here? Oh, okay. Makes sense. I don't know how many people have on the stream. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna switch over. Switch now.